Welcome one, welcome all to the Iron House Pick Show. I am Jay Irons. We're not going to waste a whole lot of time, but I will tell you this. I did go 14-5 last week, college football. NFL, not so good, but we'll get into that on the NFL Pick Show. We ain't going to waste no more time. Let's get right into the meat and potatoes. First game on the card, Texas Tech at Utah. Utah going off as a 3.5 point favorite. Total 57.5. Look, I like Tech in this one. Tech has been just absolutely annihilating people. Utah, although they're undefeated, they had some kind of unimpressive showings. All right, Texas Tech has been taking care of business in every single competition they have been in. Give me Tech on the money line. Tech on the money line. Next game on the card. UAB at Tennessee. Tennessee going off as a 39.5 point favorite. Total 69.5. Look, Tennessee coming off a very, very disheartening defeat. They could have won the game. Dude misses kick. Goes to OT. Georgia then takes care of Tennessee in overtime. And man, I tell you what, Tennessee had that game in the bag. It was theirs to lose. They let Georgia get back into it. And hey, it was all she wrote. Tennessee's 2-1. UAB is 2-1. But the level of competition here is just, there's a huge gap in the level of competition, I will say. Give me Tennessee to cover this one, man. 39.5. Look, I know it's a lot of points, but Tennessee, they can score, and their defense is good. And I don't think UAB will give them any problems. They're probably trying to, get some frustration out after losing that Georgia game. So I got Tennessee winning in a monstrous way in this game. Tennessee minus 39.5. Next game on the card. Oregon State at number 6, Oregon. Spread on this game is in favor of Oregon, 34.5. Total 55.5. Look, Oregon last week played Northwestern. They had to cover in the bag. Good people. They had to cover in the bag and gave up some wild shit at the end. It was crazy. Look, I did not win that one. Okay, I was very saddened by that defeat. It was on the road, was in Northwestern, not a very difficult environment to play in, but it's one of those things where Oregon probably was trying to work on some new things, get some new wrinkles into the offense, and they really took Northwestern kind of light. Northwestern was able to not really hang around; they got destroyed, but they did get a little backdoor cover. I think this game, honestly, kind of goes the same way. Because next week, Oregon's playing Penn State in Happy Valley. A lot of traveling for Oregon. You know what I'm saying? I think they're going to, get up on Oregon State pretty early. And then they might start resting some guys, man. You might see an Oregon State backdoor cover. To be safe, I'm not playing this game. I will not pick this game only because I know I kind of, know what Oregon's going to do here. Could they win by 35 points? Absolutely. Oregon State is a trash fire. Will they win by 35? That remains to be seen. I do not know. So I'm going to stay away from this one. Hey, you want to feel free and take it? Do your research, do your homework. Hey, leave a comment in that thing. Tell me what you like. But now if I had to take a side, Chrome to the Dome, the obvious pick here is Oregon, but I don't know if they're going to cover it. So we're not going to waste no more time on that game. Let's go right to the next one. Kent State at Florida State. Florida State is a 44.5 point favorite. Total in this game is 56.5. Kent State is terrible. Terrible. They did put some points up against Buffalo last week, which is Not all too surprising, seeing as those MAC school games, man, those conference games can go anyway. So it's not all too surprising. But Kent State against, real live, you know what I'm saying, Power 4 competition usually gets the breaks beat off. You know what I'm saying? Usually get their ass tore off the bone, so to speak. 44.5 is a lot though in this game, but it is Kent State. I'm probably gonna look for a team total on this one, or the over 56.5. Florida State could probably score that by themselves. Kent State, like I said, is not a very good team. 44.5 though, you got to beat them by 45. That backdoor cover is always possible. So I ain't trying to get slept by the backdoor cover. So I'll take a team total on this one, or just give me the over 56.5. Next game on the card, number 22 Auburn going to Norman to face the big bad Oklahoma Sooners. Spread on this game is in favor of Oklahoma, 6.5. Total 48.5. This is going to be a good one. Auburn last week against South Alabama got up pretty early in that game, and I think they just start sitting guys because they knew this game here was coming up. Oklahoma, on the other hand, went to Temple, and they throttled Temple, bro. It was a complete undoing. I like Auburn to cover this one. Not saying Auburn's going to win. I'm not saying Auburn's going to win, but Oklahoma, they did play Michigan. Michigan won big last week, but Michigan really ain't that good of a team. This is the best competition Oklahoma's going to face so far this season. And I like Auburn in this one. Auburn plus 6.5. Next game on the card. We rolling right through them today. Tulane at number 13, Ole Miss. Ole Miss going off as a 10.5 point favorite. Total on this game is 61.5. I like Tulane. I like what Tulane is doing. I think, they got a good group of 5, program. It's phenomenal. And sometimes Tulane be hanging in there with them, with the, the muckety mucks of college football, so to speak. But this Ole Miss team is different. They did not cover the spread last week. They missed it by what I think was a half a point against a rival Arkansas, which is normally, those games are typically like super high scoring, and I called that last week, said the over was going to come, and it did. 10.5 in this game might seem like a lot, but I got Ole Miss, man. I like Tulane. I would actually like to see Tulane stay in this game because I just want to see, they might be pushing for that, that group of 5 playoff spot. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see them stay in this game, stick around, help them, crack that top 25. But yeah, I'm gonna take Ole Miss, man. I'm gonna take Ole Miss minus 10.5. I think the spread is it's just not enough. It's not enough. I think Ole Miss wins this game convincingly. Waste no more time on that. Let's go right to the next game. Michigan at Nebraska. Michigan, favorite on the road. Minus 2.5. Total on this one, 46.5. I don't know why Michigan is favored in this. I do not know why. You want to, we can say they can go to the talent or whatever. But Nebraska got the more experienced quarterback. Nebraska's honestly showed you a lot more than Michigan this season. This line is very confusing to me. Give me Nebraska on the money line. Okay? On the money line. I don't really cover but to win. I like Nebraska in this one. I don't know. I'm still a little confused on why this line is favoring Michigan on the road They just went to Oklahoma, got the brakes beat off them. They came back and absolutely destroyed Central Michigan. But it is Central Michigan. It is Central Michigan. I don't think it comes anything remotely close to that with Nebraska. They're a different animal, and Nebraska's really it's not the easiest place to play at. Nebraska on the money line. Next game on the card. Purdue at number 24, Notre Dame. Notre Dame, man, whew, they had some tough losses, man. They have had some tough losses. Man, you got A&M. I called that too. A&M with the cover. I didn't think A&M would win that game, but man, they pulled out in the last seconds. Man, that is heartbreaking. Notre Dame definitely gets off the schneid in this one, though. The 25-point favorites, 25 and a half. Total is 54. I think Notre Dame gives Purdue the business. But I do not think they cover 25 and a half. I don't. I like Notre Dame a lot. I think they got some good things going over there. But, hey, they did play two, pretty good teams in Miami and then in A&M. And really came close to beating both of them. But 25 points in this one is a lot. Purdue been winning. Even in the loss at USC, I don't want to say they was in it, but USC didn't cover that spread either. And I think the same thing kind of happens here. I don't think Purdue is not a good team, but they're not as bad as everybody thinks they are. So give me Purdue to cover the plus 25 and a half in this one. I said it. Purdue plus 25 and a half, yes. Next game on the card. Temple at number 18, Georgia Tech. Temple. Look, I'm being from the southeastern Pennsylvania area. It's right on. Man, you want to see Temple do good. You do. And they was 2-0 coming into that Oklahoma game, and man, it got real. It got real in the field for them boys, man. Look, I think the same thing is going to happen in this one. They're on the road, going to a Georgia Tech team. They've been winning some really, really, really good games. They might be a little bit better than 18. Spread on this game is 23 and a half. Total is 51 and a half. I got Georgia Tech giving Temple a straight up beatdown. And I want to see Temple do good. But it's not going to happen. Not now, maybe not ever. Maybe not, as long as I'm walking the earth. Temple only probably had maybe a handful of good seasons since I've been living. So, it's just a bad program. I look for Georgia Tech to absolutely shellac Temple. Take them behind the woodshed. Okay? Old school. Georgia Tech, minus 23 and a half. Next game on the card. South Carolina at Missouri. South Carolina took a absolute whooping last week. Vanderbilt put it on them boys. They put it on them. Look, the spread of this game is 10.5, and I don't know why. They're going to Columbia, Missouri. Missouri is a good team, okay? They're a good team. They haven't really played, they did play Kansas. Not to say Kansas is, good, but they're all right. Then they beat Kansas. I don't know why South Carolina is a 10.5 point under in this. This spread should be much more. Total on this game, 48.5. Don't know if it hits the total because I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know where points are going to come from for South Carolina. What was they put up, 7 points or something like that last week against Vanderbilt? Against Vanderbilt? And you expect me to believe that Missouri is only a 10.5 point favorite? To me, this is a steal. This is an absolute steal. Give me Missouri, the Tigers, minus 10.5. Next game on the card. Florida going to number 4, Hard Rock, Big Bad, Miami Canes. Miami different this season. Miami is different this season. Spread on this game is -7.5. Total on this is 51.5. Again, 7.5, and I don't know why. What has Florida shown you that makes you believe they're not going to lose by more than 8 points? That they can beat LIU, the Sharks? What have they shown you? They have shown you nothing. Lagway. Nah. Meh. They lost to South Florida. Miami just beat the brakes off South Florida. I mean, look, tore them out the frame. Look, I'm all eye test. I'm not no professional gambler. I do this shit for fun. But I do know when I see an ass whooping coming. Okay? Give me Miami -7.5. Steal of the week. Steal of the week. That confident. This is crazy. 7.5? I know there's got to be a reason. Maybe, you know, they played LSU last week and got beat. Florida. They're coming off of 2 losses in a row. I don't know if it's the coaching. I don't know if it's the morale. I don't know what it is. Something is not right. But they go to lose to LSU, and you expect me to come back. LSU, mind you, LSU's offense ain't even clicking right now. Miami can kind of score at will. And you expect me to believe that Florida's going to go in to Miami and lose by less than 8? I ain't buying that. This is a steal. This must be a typo. I thought this. I'm like, man, maybe they meant 17.5. This is a typo. Give me Miami, man. -7.5. Ain't gonna waste no more time on that. Next game on the card. Illinois at Indiana. Indiana is a 5.5 point favorite. Total on this game 52.5. This is gonna be one of them ones. I like this game. A lot of people don't, you know. These are kind of, how do I say? Like they're not bad teams at all. They're actually both pretty decent. Illinois is on the verge of being good. People are sleeping on this game. I think it's gonna be a good one. I do. Indiana -5.5 though, huh? I don't know, man. Illinois look really good. They look really good. Not to say Indiana hasn't looked good, okay? They both been playing down a lesser competition and handling business. But Illinois did just beat Duke pretty good. Beat up on them. Tore their ass out the frame, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? I like Indiana. I had a big win last week against Indiana State. I mean, man, whoo. Smoked them. But Indiana they're not playing that kind of competition this week. Illinois is a different kind of monster. Give me Illinois +5.5. And I venture to sprinkle a little bit on the money line. Just a little bit. But Illinois +5.5. Next game on the card. Georgia State at number 20, Vanderbilt. Number 20, Vanderbilt. How about Vandy in the top 25? That sounds so lovely. You know, I'm happy for Vandy, man. They had a lot of years where they were just awful. I mean, they was a punching bag. Not only to the SEC, but to a lot of other conferences too. Vandy was bad, but Vanderbilt's back, baby. I mean, you know, I don't know when they've ever been here, but they back. Vanderbilt, 27.5 point favorites. Total on this game 53.5. We're not going to complicate this. Georgia State's not good at all. I think Vanderbilt, you know what I'm saying, belt the ass. Give me Vandy, minus 27.5. Next game on the card. Southeastern Louisiana at LSU, there is no spread, but the spread's probably going to be 49.5 or 50 or something like that. Look for LSU to get the offense going. This is one of those games, LSU needs to figure out what is going on with that offense. Their defense is phenomenal. Nobody can seem to score on LSU. Nobody has figured it out. Not Clemson, not Florida. Nobody has figured it out. Okay? LSU, if they figure this offense out, man, they could make a run. Like a serious run. I'm not going to complicate this one either. I just figure out, take a couple seconds to give LSU some flowers for the defensive prowess. But they got to figure that offense out, and I think this is the game they do it. I look for LSU to win this one big, man. LSU probably puts up like 60 points or something in this, man. 60, maybe even 70, One of them type, old-fashioned ass whoopings. LSU, but whatever the spread is. Next game on the card. Sam Houston at number 8, Texas. Texas going off as a 40.5 point favorite. Total in this one is 51.5. Listen, I'm done with Texas, bro. I'm done with them. They don't cover spreads. They don't hit the over. They don't crack their team total. Arch Manning can't throw the damn ball. Look, I'm done. Texas got a really, 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 really good defense. But they cannot seem to get that offense out of park. Arch Manning, I didn't like him last season. And now you probably heard me say this before. I didn't like him last season. They just wanted to put him in just to, with the got the Manning name. That's great. Phenomenal. I thought Quinn Ewers was the better player. I really did. Arch Manning came in. He ain't never get him out of no jams or nothing. He was not Tom Brady-esque. In Michigan with Drew Henson, he was not that guy. They got this man pegged as the second coming or something. And I just don't see it. I don't. Does he make phenomenal throws from time to time? Absolutely. But the throws that you expect him to make, and he does it, is just mind-boggling. Excuse me. I can't ride with Texas, man. I can't take them on the spread. Can't take them on the team total. I ain't touching this game. Matter of fact, I might touch it. I might say Sam Houston plus 40.5. That's how much faith I don't got in Arch Manning. Matter of fact, give me Sam Houston plus 40.5. Next game on the card, which also happens to be the last game on the card. Michigan State at number 25, USC. USC going off as a 17.5 point favorite. Total in this one's 56.5. Look. Michigan State, have they been winning? Yes, they have. They have been winning. Have they been winning in a fashion where it convinces you that they can, stay here and hang in here with USC? Absolutely not. Michigan State's offense they're a drag. USC can low-key kind of score at will. They kind of do what they want. Now, I know it didn't appear that way last week against Purdue. It was kind of, second consecutive home game. I'm looking for USC to get it together in this. Now, at 17.5, I'm not going to hold you. I'm not taking that spread. All right, the hook bothers me. I'm not going to take it. What I will try to do is get USC on a team total. That seems to be the best line here. Get USC on a team total, perhaps. Or that total 56.5. I don't think I'm touching that at all either. probably the best way to go in this, like I said before, is a USC team total. Yeah, that's about it. Look, that's the show. That's the show. Week 4, college football in the books. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Please. Like I said, feel free to get in there and get a little friendly banter going on. Okay? It's all right. That's what this channel is for. Okay? It's all good. But wait. There's more. Stay tuned. NFL Pick Show. Coming right up. Right around the corner. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned, baby. Stay tuned. Much love. Much love. Anywho, I'm Jay Irons. This is the Iron House Pick Show. I'm out.